Doing this Roads and Trails to the Tour Divide project has been a lot of fun. It's been a good excuse to make YouTube videos and to share a little bit about my planning and my process and what goes into doing the Tour Divide. In January, when I was figuring out what I was going to do this year, the Tour Divide was all I could think about. It was the only thing that got me excited. It was the only thing that I cared about. And I reached out to a handful of brands, Otso, Wolftooth, J-Packs, K-Lite, and Topo Designs, and asked them if they'd be into supporting me in getting back to the Tour Divide this year. And they all said yes, and I'm super grateful. And it was cool because none of them wanted specific logo placement in any of the videos, or none of them required me to do anything special. They just wanted me to share my planning and my prep. And so today, what I wanted to do was do a bit of a bike check and share what I'm bringing to the Tour Divide. Before we dive into the bags, a brief overview about the bike. It's an Otso Fenrir tie, size large, and it has a Fox 100mm factory 32 step cast fork, a K-Lite dynamo setup with a Sun 28 front hub. Other obvious details are that it's single speed. This year my gearing is 32/18. The rear rack is a mica rat tail rack, and it has a 200mm Wolftooth dropper post, Brooks C13. Tires are Maxxis Icon, 2.2 in the rear, 2.35 in the front. The aero bars are Doom handlebars that I cut in half, and they're mounted with some Profile Designs armrests. The handlebars are Tumbleweed Big Dipper in 54 centimeter, and they have Redshift top grips, so a little bit of ergo grip on the top. Stem is a 50 millimeter Paul boxcar stem. In the ends of the aero bars, I've got Wolftooth quick access tools. So on the left, I've got a bunch of bits, different hex bits, and then on the right is a tire plug. The rims are Velocity Blunt 35s. I already mentioned Sun 28 front hub. This is a i9 Torch rear hub. Growtech Equal brakes. Shimano XT cranks, 170 length. On the bottom of the down tube, I've got a Wolftooth cage with a 1.5 liter Nalgene. That might be it as far as the bike is concerned. Wheels manufacturing bottom bracket. TRP levers. K-Lite dynamo charging system and front and rear light. This is a Blue Lug Coma, just USB chargeable light. Yeah, that might be it as far as the bike is concerned. Wolftooth headset bearings, Wolftooth waveform pedals, Wolftooth grips and bar tape, Wolftooth seat clamp, SRAM PC 971 chain. Gosh, that really is it, I think. I think that's everything. Oh, on the mica rat tail rack, I've got King Cage mini thing cages, and that's what I've used to mount these feed bags to. With that, let's dive into the bags. So I've already made a video about the bags that Joe at J-Packs made for me. So be sure to click this link, that link, somewhere up here to go watch that video for a bit more information about the bags. But I guess overview is in the front roll, I'm going to have my sleep system. So that is my sleeping bag and my sleeping pad. And then I guess it's actually my clothes. So anything that needs to stay dry will be in that front handlebar bag. In this bag, I've got my Z-Packs Hexamid pocket tarp with doors. So that's my shelter, that's my tarp. And then I've got my bivy and my down jacket and pants. Just pants that I'll probably start with most mornings. I'll start wearing, they're just Lululemon athletic pants. And I'll start by wearing those. And then before switching over to my shorts, which are, these are the lightweight or not mission shorts. I'll be wearing the regular weight version. That's what's in this bag. These two rear bags, these two feed bags that I've got mounted to the rear rack is where I'll keep my rain gear. In this right one, basically I've just split up my rain gear. So my right shoe cover is in the right feed bag, and my right glove, and so on and so forth. And then my jacket is in the right, and my pants are in the left. On the back, I've got my chain brush and mud scraper. And then they also have these stretchy pockets on each of the feed bags. And on the right side, I'll have my chain lube and hand sanitizer. And then I also have some Noon hydration tablets in there right now. And then in my left side, I've got sunscreen and bug spray. So the idea with putting my rain gear here is that I can get it in and out multiple times and not have to unpack any of my other bags. Moving on. The top tube bag here is where all of my electronics will be. So that's where my Sony RX100 is, and that's where my GoPro will be, and 2 battery banks, 10,000 milliamp night core, all of my cords, my headlamp batteries for my Phoenix HM50, my wall charger is also going to be in there, and that's it. So all of my electronics will live in that top tube bag, and I'll also be able to charge stuff out of there and also be charging from the front hub into one of those power banks. In my frame bag, this top section on this side is completely reserved for food. So currently there's nothing in there. I am carrying a little extra packable musette bag. So when I go into resupplies, I'll use this as my grocery bag, and then also any excess food that won't fit in my frame bag here will go in here. And then I lied. There's also my hand pump in this top tube top section. Otherwise, this whole top section will be for food, and the bottom section is mostly water. So I have a 2-liter bladder in there, and then this is also where my water filter is. And then I also have my repair kit, as well as my sleep kit. So I have an eye mask, earplugs, toothbrush, toothpaste, hygiene stuff in this bag. And then as well, when I get to New Mexico, I'll have to carry more than 2 plus 1.5 liters is 3.5. So I do have another 2-liter bladder just living in that bottom section of the frame bag. And when I get to New Mexico and want to carry 5.5 plus liters of water, I'll fill that up and strap it to my rear rack. And that's it. That's it for... Oh, I lied. Also in this bottom section are my wad of zip ties and spokes. In the other side of the frame bag, there's a slim map pocket. So there's a couple section dividers in there. And in that side, I've just got my pole for my tarp, and pegs for the tarp as well, and my spork, a handful more zip ties because you can never have enough. And then also in there I've got contacts and lens cleaner for my glasses, and then sunglasses. And the sunglasses that I'm bringing are the same frame as my normal everyday glasses. So if for some reason I break my frames, I can I have an extra pair of frames that I can swap lenses if I need to. And then also in this side is my wallet and my passport. That's everything. That's everything I'm going to be bringing. Electronics, Garmin 1040 Solar with a Garmin InReach Mini for tracking. Also mounted to the aero bars, I've got a Spur Cycles bell. And shoot, I think that's pretty much it. This is just a sit pad. So I think I mentioned in the front roll I have a 3/4 length Thermarest inflatable pad, and this sit pad is just for taking breaks, and it's kind of one of my favorite pieces of gear, so it's definitely coming with. I think that's pretty much everything. I do plan on doing another video unpacking things. Overwhelmingly, last year when I did my bike check video, the most popular comment, and if you go to bikepacking.com on the rigs of, everyone wants to know what worked and what didn't, and what the bikes look like at the end of the ride. So I do plan on doing a unpacking video where I actually pull everything out, and it'll be interesting to see if things shift, move, or change, what I mail back, what I keep, what goes the whole way. Also, shout out to Neil at bikepacking.com. He was in town and we did a bit of interview / bike check. I think I'll probably have my video up before he has his up, but I'll link the video in the description below, so you can check that out when that's uploaded. Otherwise, yeah, it's Sunday today. I leave on Tuesday. I'm flying up to Calgary, and then Randy Windle and I are riding from Calgary to Banff. And then I'll have a day in Banff before things kick off on Friday. So if you're doing the Tour Divide, good luck. If you're not doing the Tour Divide, happy dot watching. Hopefully it's a good year for it. When is it not? Wish me luck. See you on the other side.